Hi, my name is Andy from Juice Bikes, and today I'm going to show you how to make adjustments to your battery's upper and lower docks. These are the tools you're going to need to make your adjustments to your upper and lower docks. You need a 2.5mm Allen wrench or a 3mm Allen wrench, depending on the model of juice bike you're working on. A Phillips head screwdriver, a number 1 or a sharp pointed one, a small pair of snips or diagonal cutters, and a 1mm small washer. Before we make any work on your bike, we're going to make sure to turn off the bike and then turn off and remove the battery. There's going to be 2 bolts to remove here, one I guess to the left here and one downward facing towards the bottom bracket. For this bike I need a 3mm Allen wrench. Yours might be a 2.5. Best step is just to back these out. On the lower dock, there's going to be a tab right here that sometimes can interfere with the weld in the frame. You want to take a pair of cutters or diagonal cutters. I'm using a little pair of snips. Cut once. I know this one went with once, but every other one I've had to do is twice, just one vertical, one horizontal. Then it just screws right back into place, and that gives you a little bit more space for your battery to fit. Before you tighten either of these fully down, make sure they're both threaded and seated. To make any adjustments to the upper dock, the first thing we want to do is to remove the cover plate. It's going to be a Phillips screwdriver. And just back this screw out. After you have the screw removed, you'll pull this plate off. After the plate is removed, try to install your battery and see if it fits better without the plate put in. If it does, contact tech support so we can see if we can get you a replacement for the upper dock or the plate. But do not ride your bike without the plate installed. There's going to be 2 bolts to remove here, one I guess to the left here and one downward facing towards the bottom bracket. For this bike I need a 3mm Allen wrench. Yours might be a 2.5. Best step is just to back these out. If you have a loose fitting battery, we need to make adjustments to your bottom dock to take up some of that space so that it fits more securely. On your bottom dock you may find you have 2 different bolt lengths. The first one we want to pay attention to is the longer of the 2 of them. And on your bottom dock, it's going to go through this hole right here from the outside. And then put one of your washers on to start. If one is enough, we'll repeat the process with 2. The next step is going to be to make sure that we get the bolt with the washers on it into this receptacle here. I like to pinch the washers a little bit in my fingers, but if that's an issue, a little bit of wax or tape can be used to keep them in place. I like to line up the bolt with the receptacle to make sure that it's all the way in place and you can see the washers fell in place without falling into the bottom bracket. And then from here, we just get that one threaded, get it started, and then we will work on the other one. And then tighten them both down. There's one. After the first bolt is shimmed, the lining up of the second bolt hole can be a little bit more, require a little bit more effort because it's not going to be as straightly lined up. It will still fit, just requires a little bit more time. And you're all done. After you've made all adjustments to bike, to get your bike going again, make sure we turn your battery on before we install it. Then turn on the display. Give a quick function check by lifting up the rear of the bike and actuating the throttle to make sure everything works right. And you're good to go. And that's how you adjust your upper and lower docks. Thanks for watching. Ride safely.